think you understand. Can I take a photo? I'm your number one fan. Long as you feel good when you play my jam. Long as you feel good when you play my jam. Like to say so dope, but I don't think you understand. Can I take a photo? I'm your number one fan.
Yo, 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 it's your boy B Twizzle.
What's going on? It's Asa B in the building.
And we are the Bramigos.
Gotta settle on that one, man. What's going on?
B's not here. I was waiting for him.
You're waiting for B to come in.
Yeah.
If this is your first time listening to us, we're a group of lifelong friends in a garage discussing hot topics or whatever we really want. But we feel like we give the world our unique perspectives and arguably much needed opinions on things, right? We are down one guy today, B Schmitty. He's in, where's he at?
Sweden?
Is it like Switzerland or Sweden? One of them comes. Where?
I don't know. They all sound the same to me.
I know. He's somewhere.
He's at Copenhagen. Where's Copenhagen? Where's that at?
Well, you know me,
Sweden.
geography. I don't know, bro.
I don't know. We sound stupid. All right.
He's somewhere else right now. He's not in state, having the time of his life. So we had to carry on without him today. But he usually does what we drinking, but we ain't drinking nothing, man.
Yeah. It's late. We had to shoot this a little early.
Yeah. And you know, Thanksgiving coming up. By the time this posts, it'll be tomorrow. So this is kind of our thankful episode.
Yeah.
I guess it is. Not really, but I just feel like in the theme it should be somewhat thankful.
We could talk about what we're thankful for.
Yeah, we can. You know, it's funny though. I was thinking the other day, like, does anybody's Thanksgiving have pilgrims or anything anymore? Does anybody do like pilgrim Indian theme anymore?
I mean, if you do, you're out of touch.
I have not seen a pilgrim in Thanksgiving for so long. And I just think, like, do they still do that in school?
I hope not.
You don't think so?
Don't get that killer out of here.
I mean, we still celebrate Christopher Columbus Day, so I wouldn't put it past.
I don't know. That seems like it's going away really soon. People keep complaining more and more each year.
People complain about everything each year. So
I mean, he did give us a free day off work. So
yeah.
I mean, how mad can it really be?
Yeah, you just got to kill a lot of people and then take a day off of work. But you know, yeah, that's good. That's a good start too. Let's hop right into it, man. What are you thankful for?
You know what I'm really thankful for?
What?
I'm really thankful for every time that I've like been an adult and got into like some type of altercation. The altercation that I got into with the person wasn't like a significant like cop or judge or
You didn't shoot two judges?
I never got, almost sent to jail because I like beat up somebody who was very important in life. Yeah. And I feel like there's a story out there of these two unlucky white gentlemen who just...
It's a pretty unbelievable story.
Yeah. For those who don't know, basically in Indiana, there was like a judge convention.
Which I didn't even know they had.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either.
That's a thing. What do you do at a judge convention?
I don't know. You
like buy new gavels?
Yeah.
Like check out the new gavels? Ooh, it's the gavel 5000.
They'd be like, Ricky, you've been a little soft.
Right.
Okay.
You need a gavel to really lay the hammer down?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So these three judges, it was one lady and two gentlemen. They were out in the town in Indiana, trying to find some craziness, because that's what you do in Indiana, apparently. And they were belligerent and drunk. Well, belligerent means drunk, I guess.
Well, they were specifically trying to go to a strip club.
They were specifically trying to go to a strip club. The strip club was
closed.
Judges.
It sounds like a bad joke. Three judges going to a strip club.
Right, yeah.
What?
The strip club was closed because it's Indiana and it's 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
So then they decided the next best thing to do when you're drunk. Let's go out to White Castle to get some food.
Okay.
That's how you know you're really drunk if you decide to go to White Castle. Yeah, that's how you know it's like you're not thinking about it.
Wait, real quick. I feel like different regions have different drunk spots.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's a few in California, but in Southern California, like when you're drunk, if you want to go, like your after party spot is usually, it used to be Denny's for us, right? Or if it's like fast food, it'd be like Alberto's Mexican food or something because they're 24 hours.
Yeah, I usually hit up like a Mexican spot.
When
I'm drunk out here.
You get a burrito.
Yeah,
or like carne asada fries.
Yes. It's definitely either or. Yeah, it's definitely one of those two for sure.
But in Indiana, it's White Castle.
It's White Castle.
So okay, they're going to get some burgers.
And I feel like when women get drunk sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't blame it all on women. But
BT want the
specifically,
smoke again.
specifically when women get drunk, sometimes they don't understand the havoc that they can cause when
preacher.
they get the popping of the lips. And in this particular case, the lady judge got the popping off at the wrong guys.
Yeah.
At White Castle. And of course, the guys aren't going to hit a woman, so they approach the two men and it's like, yo, check your hoe. I'm gonna check you. And obviously they didn't want to check their hoe, so they got into a scuffle, and the two men judges were shot and had to be taken to the hospital.
I think the irony of this whole thing is it's I guess it's not irony, but I bet those two guys had no idea they were shooting two judges.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just like, God has just had a hand on my life. Like, Brandy, do not mess with that person. Do not fight that person. Blah, blah.
Hold on, let me get it straight. You're thankful is that you've never, in your 31 years of living, shot a judge.
Yeah. That's something to be thankful for.
I'm
thankful I feel like the book is going to be thrown at those two men.
Absolutely. But
they didn't even start it. Well, they might have started it because they did say something to the woman to provoke the confrontation.
To be fair, you can do significantly less.
Yeah.
And get locked up for just as long or more.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to get or whatever, but I mean, I'm assuming it's like life with no parole.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be
but
something like that.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
So, I mean, I think as we,
if there's one way to destroy your white privilege,
it's shooting a judge.
Like, if there's one thing that you can almost guarantee is going to destroy and burn up that white privilege, it's go ahead and shoot a judge.
Yeah. So
we'll see though.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm thankful for. That's one thing. I'll probably list some more things as we continue to talk. But I was just thinking about that today.
My easy one is I'm thankful for my family environment. I'm thankful for obviously my newborn daughter.
Yes.
I am thankful. I'm actually thankful. You know what I'm really thankful for? Real talk. I'm thankful for like no real drama in my life.
Yeah.
I avoided it like the plague.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I don't really have drama.
Yeah.
You know, some people have some serious issues.
Do you think that's like with age comes just knowing, like, just
how to navigate
like to get out of the drama before it starts, or it's just like the people that you hang out around with?
It's not age, because I know some pretty dramatic people that are older and of age and whatever. It's a level of maturity, but it's also a level of like maybe mental stability.
Yeah.
Kind of
some people want to
right
smoke
now.
All the time.
Oh, some people. I know someone who's addicted to drama.
Yeah.
Like really addicted. Like they'll find it and then they'll just keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the opposite, man. I'm just like.
I used to think that I needed drama in my relationships.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But no, now I feel like I don't want that at all.
Nah, it's just so much easier to be peaceful. You know? It's easier to just keep the peace, live life cool, and so I am very happy that I've been real in my feelings and deep in like this particular Thanksgiving, because I just feel like, man, I've been really blessed to not have like deep tragic loss. Really? Like, and I say deep tragic like sudden. Like I've had some pretty impactful losses. My grandfather passed away, that kind of hurt, so like stuff like that. And I've had people close to me pass away, but like I mean like that, like, yo, your sister randomly just got hit by a car, or like something like really tragic, like totally unexpected. You know what I mean? Like, I've been fortunate to like not have to deal with that right now.
I mean, I hope you don't have to deal with that for a long time.
I know.
Jeez.
No, I mean, like, but you never know. Life is short, man. Yeah. So I'm just at this moment right now, I'm thankful that I can spend time with my family as a whole unit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know that's a big thing, and I don't know, man. I'm just so thankful for all of this stuff in my life right now.
I'm thankful for the support that we get on the podcast.
Heck yeah, man.
The people that shout us out and comment on our Instagram page all the time. We really appreciate you.
Y'all give us life.
You guys are the reasons why we continue to keep doing this.
Yes, continue to grow and get better. Here's the thing, man. I'm gonna look right in the camera right now. If you're looking at this on YouTube, just because I say something on a podcast does not give you permission to start trolling me. Okay? Because I don't know if it was last episode or episode before that, we were talking about like, is it gay to do this, that, and the third? And I'm telling people like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you texting me good night or good morning. Right, as soon as we released that episode, the next day I got like 4 texts. good night. Like, bruh, if you don't stop. So now I gotta watch what I say on the podcast because Cass be out here trying to troll me. But yes, to your point, thank you guys, man. We love y'all support. And we talked about this on friend support, but I have been trying to get better at supporting because I know people support us sometimes the way that we support people too. Like we mental support.
Yeah.
Like I mental support a lot of people, but I need to like physically get out.
Right.
There
Yeah. I do that a lot too.
I know we have a lot of friends who probably like pay attention to our clips or like stuff a little bit.
Right.
But maybe have not like actually subscribed or actually listened to every episode and stuff
Right.
like that, whatever. And part of me kind of feels like I don't really expect people to. I would love them to.
Yeah.
But I don't hold it against people for not doing that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I would.
You know
I
what
would
I mean?
never do that either. Because I feel like everybody's, even though I feel like our podcast is the best in the world, everybody's doing a podcast. Everybody's trying to
There's so
do
much out there.
a creative endeavor. So it's like you can't keep up with everybody's little thing that they're trying to do. So
yeah, people get around when they get around to it. Plus, we're still trying to perfect it. So I'm
Right.
just like, it's cool. Like once we in our bag,
right.
like we really getting this going how we want to get it going.
But if you're not following us or subscribed,
Please do.
and then we blow up, don't be trying to get on our podcast.
No, hey, what's up now? Nah, bro.
Nah.
No. I've never been like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, dog. Like, if we on and you want to be on, and you cool, we put you on.
You know what? Another thing, I mean, we keep going on a tangent of what we're thankful for, but I had like this, I don't know, I've been meditating a lot, right? So, because I'm trying to go into the new year, which is more of a positive vibe, positive
100,
attitude,
100.
and start it now so that I have that going into the new year instead of like trying to build it up once the new year starts or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that it helps me in so many ways, especially like particularly like yesterday, right? I was just having like some negative thoughts or whatever, just about just life or just like things that I was going through and you know, accomplishments that I haven't made yet and all this stuff.
Right.
And then I just kept telling myself, I was meditating on the fact that like I'm rejecting this negative energy right now. I'm like only accepting positive things. And then I just like felt better, and then I felt like inspiration to like a story came to my mind, so I like wrote out the ideas that I had, and I was like writing for like hours, and it just felt so rejuvenating.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's gonna help anybody who's listening, but I would just say like, yeah, just try to go into this Thanksgiving with all the positivity and all the good vibes, and reject all the negative vibes, and even if it's like, because for me it was more so like I was having all these negative thoughts, feeling negative about myself, and then I just kept telling myself like over and over, I'm rejecting it, and just meditating on that. And then after like 5-10 minutes, like it was done, and then all of a sudden I got like this rush of inspiration to do all these other creative endeavors. So I just felt like that was like a God ordained thing that I needed to share with people. So
Your mental space, like where you're at, is huge.
yeah.
I mean, it literally affects your body, so that's good. How do you meditate? Like when you say meditate, do you mean just sitting in a room thinking, or like how do you actually meditate?
So I have this app called Calm, and they play like the sound effects. So I'll put on the one that has like the rainfall or whatever in the rainforest or something like that.
Do you pay attention to the hertz of the music that you listen to? I've been looking into like 528 gigahertz.
No, I
It's
don't.
like the wave or the frequency of like, I think it's healing or rejuvenation. Anyways, sound waves and how it plays has a lot, how it affects your body. Anyways, go ahead.
No, I don't do that, but I do have some type of noise in the background. But that's not like the thing that I focus on. It just it calms me down. Like rain calms me down a little bit.
So you just sit there and like think.
Yeah, well, not think. Well, I just think I focus on my breath, and then when a thought comes, I just kind of like recognize that I'm having a thought and just see where it goes, and then it like usually just fades away or whatever, and then I'll just continue to think about my breath and like concentrate on my breath and just allow all my thoughts to just come out or whatever, and not really like, you know, get too deep in my head, and just kind of just focus on my breathing and focus on how I'm feeling internally.
That's one thing that I keep saying I want to do is meditate, but I've been trying to figure out how I'm supposed to meditate, because on one hand I thought meditating was just like sitting down and thinking and just like working stuff out, but apparently it's not thinking, it's like letting everything go, and I don't really know how to do that. Like when I just sit, I just start thinking about everything. So I don't know, I would try that.
I mean, the purpose of meditation isn't to like necessarily stop thinking, but it's more so in the beginning stages. It's more so you recognizing your thoughts.
Right.
Because a lot of times your mind will just keep racing, and you'll have like 50,000 thoughts that went from A to Z to B2 and A point whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you just go all over the place, and you don't even recognize how that's making your body feel, or if you're telling yourself negative things or positive things.
Right. Facts. Well, I'm glad that you're going into 2020, meditating.
Yeah.
My thing has been I've really been getting closer and like studying my Bible more.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
That's definitely a big goal of mine this year.
Yo, it's been a huge goal
or
for
next
me.
year, I should say.
Well, I got a head start on it right now, but like one of the things, all right, so like we grew up in church and all that stuff, whatever, right? Like I know stories, I know people, I've known books, but I've never actually studied.
Yeah.
And like when you study, it's totally different, right?
Yeah.
So like not just compartmentalizing everything, but like seeing how everything flows as one narrative and stuff has been like mind blowing for me.
Yeah.
Just seeing like how this story intertwines with that story and the overall theme of the Bible and all that stuff. One of the things that I have learned, I don't care, you can challenge me on this if you want to.
Right.
One of the things that I've learned is that is a book of facts. The Bible is a book of facts, dog.
So you think that everything in the Bible is straight facts?
Facts. Factory. Facts, bro. Nothing to be disproved.
No fables.
No, fam. Wait, what do you mean by
no what's it called? Like
it has a lot of different writing styles. If that's what you're talking about.
No,
like
I'm talking more of like just like like there's stories that are more metaphors, more like allegories than actual like factual things.
No, that's not what I mean by facts. I just mean like when I say facts, I mean like what it says and what it's insinuating or whatever the message is 100.
You're just saying like the underlying message.
Yeah, it's all 100. Like there's nothing you can pull from there and be like, oh, that wasn't true.
Yeah. No, I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of the stuff that I've been learning and like I think the thing that has been more mind blowing to me in my studying, in my limited amount, I should say, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like, you know, but I didn't realize how much the words in the Bible line up with science. I've always kind of thought they were like kind of together on certain things, and then like other things not so much. But people paint it out to be like one's fairy tale, science is science. Yeah. And that could not be further from the truth.
Like what's an example that you've recently discovered?
For me there are things that were just mind blowing to know. Like I have like these 3 pillars of like study material that I use right now. One, there's this thing called the Bible Project, which gives you like these like cool little cartoons. So like anybody can understand themes. So it's a good like thematic thing. It doesn't go super deep all the time, but it's like it's good to give you overall look of like certain books of the Bible or certain themes in the Bible, whatever. So that gets you like prepared for like an overall look. And it's cool. It lays stuff out easily. Then I have a book where my Bible is Old Testament right now, but every single verse is broken down with descriptions and like all that stuff. It's called John Corson's Bible, and he like breaks down everything or whatever. So I can get a deeper insight, because you try to read the Bible and like, the English, it's just like there's a disconnect for me. Yeah. I might kind of understand it, but
that's the best way to make me go to sleep is by reading the King James version.
Yeah, and then I kind of get a disconnect or whatever. So I read the John Corson one, so it like lays everything out in layman's terms, and then it also connects things from like the Hebrew Torah and all this stuff. And then there's some, I forget how you say it, theologians. I think it's theologians. That I listen to. And then there's a guy named Chuck Missler that is like a super engineer, super smart guy. He's, his credits and all this stuff are like through the roof. But anyways, he's a super science guy. Right. And he always breaks down the word scientifically. Yeah. So he has this thing called it's called Learn the Bible. Learn the Bible? Yeah, Learn the Bible in 24 hours or something like that. And he has 24 episodes basically that are 1 hour each. And each one he just like starts breaking down different books of the Bible, different things. But every time he's throwing like super science out there, like stuff that goes way over my head. Yeah. Like I tried to read a book of quantum physics just so I could try to like keep up with the conversation a little bit.
This guy.
Nah, I did.
Quantum physics.
Real talk, bro.
Okay.
It's deep, man. It's deep. Like, okay, it's deep for me. So someone listens to this probably laugh, but for me, it was deep to learn that time, right? I've always heard time was a gift from God. God gave us time and all that stuff. And I was thinking like a gift. Like time is just time. Like, it's just like, how do you give? Well, apparently time is a physical property. It is something that can be manipulated. Right. It is something that changes obviously where you go. And I'm not talking about different time zones. I'm talking like literally, there's an example, and I'm going to butcher it, but long story short, if you're here and we're twins and we're brothers and I'm, let's say, somewhere else in the galaxy or whatever, same amount of time technically could pass by, but because I'm at a different gravity, I'm at a different acceleration, and there's some other third one, I'm at different something, I will age significantly slower than you. Yeah, it's like Interstellar. And no, Interstellar touches on that really cool, right? So that's like stuff like that, right? Yeah. But to learn that stuff is real, it's not just a movie. This is actual real science. Like they're like, different dimensions.
But how does that connect back to the Bible, though?
Multiple times the Bible talks about time being a gift, and this is what I'm talking about, like themes, right? And stuff like that. And like when you talk about time, see, it's so layered, and I'm not trying to get into it, this whole thing, but it's just like when you talk about God, we always think about like a dude in the sky, whatever. But so then you think about time as a physical thing, right? And you can be outside of that. So if you're an omnipresent being, you're outside of time. Yeah. So that right there just blows my mind right there. It's like we are living inside this time capsule or bubble, whatever you want to call it, but someone is outside of it. Like, think about that. I'm not in your timeline. Yeah. I'm and to me that's the significance of also how like the Bible could have been, how it was supernaturally written. Yeah. Over 2,000 years, 40 different authors or whatever it is. But the central theme of the inspired books, the central theme all lines up from people who some have never even known each other, whatever, and everything lines up. It would take someone who can manipulate outside of the timeline to piece it together like that. Right. And then when you look at the Bible code and everything, the original Torah and all that stuff, like every line, every space, every letter, they all mean something. Like every space and everything has a code. Dog, it's like the Matrix. Yeah. It's like if I gave you a book,
you make me think about the Da Vinci Code.
Dog, it's real. Like all that stuff is real. Yeah. This is not fantasy. This is like. So anyways, my whole point was that studying and learning this stuff is just like, it gets realer and realer for me. Yeah. I'm just like, yo, this is dope. It's just like someone slapped the book down. It's like, yo, aliens came to Earth and gave us the map. Yeah. And they've been here before, whatever. People would eat that up. Yeah. Right. But
that makes me think about like kind of where my mind is at. Cause I feel like you're more so like heavy into the Bible and trying to figure out find God through that way. And I think my process lately has been more so like finding God through like nature, I guess, through his creation. Right. Yeah. Because sometimes I think about like, how old is the Bible? Like 3,000, 4,000 years old or something like that.
Thousands.
Whatever. But how old is like Earth? It's like billions of years old.
I don't think so. By the way,
millions of years old, I think.
I don't think so.
Why don't you think that?
It's not billions of years old.
Okay, I might have been exaggerating.
Thousands.
Thousands? You think Earth is thousands of years? Yeah. No, bro, we can get
maybe hundreds of thousands. No, I don't. I'm saying like I don't think that science is correct. I think there's more science that alludes to the Earth being a lot younger than people believe. Okay, I'll bring it to you. I'll actually bring you why I say that. I would butcher it right now if I tried to tell you.
Siri, how old is the Earth?
I know she's gonna say some kind of billions, but I'm gonna tell you why I think that's wrong.
Earth is about 4.54 billion years old.
And you think
I know what it says.
Okay. All right.
In the words of my brother, it's a conspiracy.
Well, okay, that's besides the point.
I know.
It could be fine, whatever. I guess my point is that I'm thinking of it more so that.
So you're looking for the spirit.
Not yes, but I'm saying like
the beauty.
The Bible. I feel like the Bible wasn't the only time, or couldn't be the only time that God was trying to talk to us, right? So I think like before the Bible, God was talking to us through whatever means, and I feel like it was like maybe through nature. Like maybe back then people were more in tune with the Mother Earth and the trees and the animals and stuff like that.
What you mean Mother Earth?
What do you mean, Mother? You've never
Mother
heard
Earth?
of Mother?
Yeah,
you've
I'm
never
saying,
heard of the
but, like,
phrase Mother Earth?
I know the phrase Mother Earth, but it's weird to talk about God and Mother Earth in the same sentence. Is my point.
Why?
Do you think they're the same thing, or like?
Yeah.
Do you think there is a real Mother Earth? Or
No,
are
I'm
you
not.
just using that as
I'm
like
just
a
using that
euphemism?
as yes,
like
as a
the
use.
Earth?
I'm not saying there literally is a Mother Earth that makes the rain.
People feel like there is a Mother Earth. Like,
I mean, even if they do, like, what is that? What is that? Why
I
does
don't know.
that
It
make
doesn't matter. It
you sensitive about
no, I'm not
saying
sensitive
that?
about it. I just wanted to
Okay.
know where you was coming from.
But I'm just saying that I just believe
I feel you though.
that you can receive God through other means outside of the Bible, I guess.
Okay, so check this out. I'm glad you just said that because I felt like that. Oh yeah. Like you can find evidence of them and all that stuff. Yeah, for sure. Right. Okay. So in this like spiritual journey,
Yeah.
that you're like going through, right? Everybody has a different path. One of mine has been, I've been reading and looking up on the power of like fasting.
Right.
Right. And so not even just from a spiritual aspect, but it's just been from health benefits. Right. So, we always talking to people about the benefits of fasting, intermittent fasting, and like how good it is or whatever. So I feel like that could be like something that we can put people on. Like if you take nothing from this episode,
Right.
here's what I will say.
Yeah.
Everybody
Should fast.
should be fasting.
Yeah.
Now, how long, and if you got diabetes and all that stuff, like, okay, those are caveats, right?
Yeah.
But just in general, if nothing's wrong with you and you're healthy or whatever, most people do not want to give up food. Like, this is what we do. We
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
All right. So last week, I think it was, I did a 48-hour fast,
Yeah.
right? No food, 48 hours. And I felt fine. I felt good. And I was just like, and I did that just as off discipline. Cause right now I've really been into like disciplining my mind,
Yeah.
figuring out what I could do, set my mind to it. So I told myself I'd do a 48-hour fast. I knew it had like some good, benefits, but I just did it for discipline. Turns out there's like a lot of great benefits to fasting. And the more I've looked into it, researched it, essentially the more we're eating, we are really killing ourselves. We're 100% killing ourselves. So they're just
Even if you're eating like
Yeah.
more vegetables than meat.
all right. So it gets layered, right? So some of the bigger problems are, one, the stuff that we eat is jacked up, right?
Just like no
Pesticide.
matter what.
Dog, I'm gonna speak for America.
Yeah. That's true.
In
Yeah.
America, the real deal is like, if you're not really farming your own stuff,
Yeah. Then you don't know.
you're eating some bull crap.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like there's light at the end of the tunnel, right? I really do feel like our bodies are very resilient, rejuvenate, we can handle some things or whatever. But the problem is we're constantly poisoning our body. Most people are not eating healthy or whatever. Plus everybody's idea of health is so skewed that most people don't really know what healthy is. There's a lot of people right now listening to this podcast or whatever that think being vegan is the only way to be healthy right now.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because that's what people in the wave are saying.
Yeah.
Right. But
All those Netflix documentaries.
dog, like this.
They done got me a couple times actually.
Bruh.
I went vegan
And
for
they
like a
sound-
couple days.
Yo, they sound convincing. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. Like they. The thing is, people take so many liberties with sciences.
Yeah.
And then when you bring it out to the general public, they're just gonna eat it up.
Yeah.
Because hey, the doctor said it. We have a certain trust in like people with
Right.
these degrees and stuff or whatever. So it's not that people are lying or whatever, but because I've been in the health and fitness industry for like 7-8 years now, and the sad part is you got people who are going vegan right now, but eating things like the Impossible Burger and all this other stuff that's got all kind of crap in it,
Yeah.
which is not healthy for you.
Right.
So the one thing that we're always trying to tell people is like, vegan in and of itself does not make it healthy.
Right.
You gotta, I'm choosing my words carefully because that doesn't mean that you're not healthy if you are
you're
a vegan.
Right.
Right? That just means in and of itself. So people right now are making the association with like vegan good, meat bad.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
period, cut and blank.
Yeah.
That couldn't be further from the truth.
Right.
Like at all. Right? The truth is though, a lot of the meat that we do eat is trash.
Yeah.
It's trash meat. Right? It's injected with bull crap. It's like corn fed and like so there's a bunch of crap. So to that it would be like, yeah, that meat's bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But most people don't have an idea what health is. Anyways, I digress. The point is there's so many reasons. I've been really into like, all right, how's the human body supposed to really work? Like what are we really supposed to be doing to have longevity? And one of the things, and even biblically, is fasting. We need a day of rest. We need our body to stop being in digestion, right? Because our bodies are constantly digesting food. other things don't, other functions in your body don't get a chance to work and produce. So I know you were looking into it too, but one of the dopest things I like about fasting was that once you get into obviously like ketosis and other things like that, there's so many other benefits. Your metabolism raises, right? The second thing I like is your cells rejuvenate. That right there is enough for me to do.
Right, yeah.
I don't care about the obviously you don't have calories intaking, so you're gonna lose weight, all that little stuff, right? It promotes
I'm trying to get my hair cells to rejuvenate.
bro.
I'm trying to get them to come back.
Like I had some notes on my joint because I was really looking into it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, so it definitely helps you live longer for one, right? It prevents stuff like rheumatoid arthritis, obesity, high blood pressure, asthma, all these health things, right? Because inadvertently, like it'll take away some of the inflammation around the heart. It just stimulates it so much, right? Reduces obviously cardiovascular disease and stuff like that, right? But it repairs the cells in your body. When you fast, you literally are repairing cancerous and bad cells.
Wow.
Right? So it boosts up the mitochondria in those cells. And that's what we're talking about. How do you pronounce that? It's autophagy. Your body goes into autophagy, right? All right. So it's a process when old cellular material in your cells are identified and they're broken down. And the autophagy also allows the cells to recycle itself and rejuvenates the mitochondria, allowing the cells to perform optimally once again. So essentially, it slows down the aging process. Yeah. So I'm like, that's enough for me.
Right.
So all you ladies out there, if you listening,
stop with them creams.
bruh. Stop doing them creams and the Botox and get you some fasting.
Yeah.
And it literally will slow down the aging process. Not only will it do that, it'll get rid of your stomach fat. Not only will it do that, it helps your nails and your hair grow, right? Because it promotes, what is that? HGH. So that's like healthy tissues in your brain and all the vital organs. It promotes growth in all those areas. So yeah, your hair's getting longer, your nails getting longer, your skin's not getting wrinkled. Like, we just eat too much, dog.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're eating healthy, you should be fasting.
Right.
Eat healthy and fast.
Like we're saying like once a week, like every Sunday you decide, okay, I'm not going to eat on Sundays.
So there's a bunch of different ways to do it, right?
My dad kind of does it like that. Like he fasts from food. Like, I think his day is Wednesday. He just says, I'm not going to eat on Wednesdays.
That's pretty smart. That's like a 24-hour fast. But the truth is, you don't really start to see a lot of the fasting benefits until after 24 hours. Right? So 24 hours is just to get going and like the glucose levels drop low enough and stuff like that. Like after 24 hours, that's when all the benefits start going.
Got
right?
it.
The one thing they're doing 24 hours is you're not bringing in those calories, which could be good. So that can help for weight loss and stuff like that. And it's good to take a break from eating, right?
Right.
All right. But that, to your point, there was right now there's kind of like three main methods of fasting, right? And it's like intermittent fasting type of things.
Yeah.
So one, you have the 16-8 method. That's where you basically skip breakfast and you eat within 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And then you fast for the rest of those 16.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like your regular eating program. You only eat within the 8. And then, so if you're eating really clean in those 8 hours and not being a pig and then you're fasting, you're not intaking a bunch of calories, you're going to lose a bunch of weight, but then you're also going to put your body into, a decent intermittent fasting mode where, you're having those health benefits. Right. Right. And then you have the eat, stop, eat, which is kind of what you said, like your dad does. 2 days out. No. Eat, stop, eat is just, you fast for 20 hours once or twice a week. Okay. Kind of like what you said your dad does. Right. And then there's the 5-2 method or the 5-2 diet, which is in 2 non-consecutive days, you eat like 500 or 600 calories, and every other day you eat normal. Right. So if you want
that's like one thing.
You may as well just fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, but you can input like 500-600 calories if you want to or whatever, because your body still goes into what I call like some sort of a deprivation a little bit. Yeah. Right. But it's also, again, less calories that day. But there's so many more other benefits. It's like when you're not focused on eating so much, you focus on other things. Yeah. Right. That money's not going out to eating or whatever. That energy's not going to that. You can just do what you want that day. Other stuff, you're not worried about eating. But there's so many different implications. But those are just like things that we should do on a regular basis, like intermittent fast or whatever, right? Just from a health standpoint. But I'm interested. I think I want to try and work myself up to like a 6 or 7 day fast. Like work up to like no eating, drinking water though. I should say that. Like when I say fast, I'm talking about drinking water. 6 or 7 days. I did
Of just no food at all.
no food,
Just water.
just water.
Dang.
So here's an interesting thing, man. So even in those 2, like there's some significant things that end up happening. I did a 5-day mock fast once. And I call it like a mock fast is because I was allowed to eat like maybe 500 calories on some days, maybe like small, but pretty much deprive myself of most nutrients for 5 days, right? Which is not the same as nothing, but it was like a good like test
Right.
run. And that is when you start to really see those benefits of like cellular rejuvenation and all that stuff, HGH going up, right? So you get those big benefits when you fast longer periods of time consecutively,
Right.
right? So that's what I'm just like, and it has been literally proven to give us longevity. So if you can imagine all the stuff that we're eating, all the stuff that we're breathing, all the stuff, it's damaging us internally, right? And we just need a break so that our body could do what it's supposed to do and heal itself.
You think that's why people in the Bible were living to like 200 years old and stuff like that? Because they probably knew all this stuff?
I think it's a mixture of that, and I believe the climate and Earth was different.
True, yeah.
Earth was a lot different. It was a greenhouse.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
very true.
oops. So, but I do think it was a mixture of a lot of that kind of stuff. They obviously didn't have pesticide. Well, I don't think so. They didn't have like all the crap that they're putting in the food.
Right,
So it was a lot more of Mother Earth, as you would put it. You know.
Yeah.
But see, that is what I was trying to be more connected to. Like, all right, I guess in a manner of speaking, what did the original humans do to like, you know? Because I feel like we have so much access right now.
Yeah.
In our day and age, it's normal. But is that supposed to be the norm?
Yeah. It probably wasn't, because for them, they had to like hunt their food.
You had
Yeah.
to get the food, you had to whatever. And I feel like our bodies were created to withstand that. And one thing that I looked up and I read that was really interesting is most people be like, nah, man, I can't fast. Like I'm gonna get tired and lethargic and I'm gonna be slow and all this stuff. And the truth is, all studies have pointed and indicated that you actually get sharper. You get better. Your reflexes are better in this actual state. And it goes back to like primal instinct type things. Like obviously, like even in the wild, like they'll study mice, they'll study animals and stuff too, right? And they find that, you know, I'm just gonna use a cheetah, doesn't get his kill. So obviously he's fasting because he hasn't eaten.
Right.
But your body has to stay sharp in order to catch the next meal in order to be able to do stuff. So studies actually show that when you're in that fasting, when you're in that ketosis, when you're in that fasting mode, your cognitive ability sharpens, your physical ability sharpens, like everything is like more on point.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And so that's really what's been intriguing me a lot more is like the discipline aspect of it. The fact that it literally is trying to heal you. Right. And kill off a bunch of stuff. And you know, it's funny. I think the whole thing, the inception started, I had read a headline of an article that said Will Smith, I don't even know if it's true, but I saw it and it inspired me. Will Smith fasted for 10 days and he was off some medication that he was on for 15 years or whatever, something like that.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah,
I
right.
saw
Like,
that too.
and that's literally all I saw. I didn't read into it. I didn't
Yeah.
see if it was a tabloid. I was just like, Will Smith could do 10, I could do 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I had already kind of been on the wave, but that already was like, you know, I'm going to try it. But I guess I just wanted to, just people should know, like we say fasting and we're just like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that. But there's so much more to the fact that, we should not be eating nearly as much as we are. It's literally killing us. And I say in God's infinite wisdom, he knew to give us bodies that would like revamp, rejuvenate, because we're eating trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like, damn, what was I going to say? Damn, I just lost my train of thought. Keep talking.
Oh, real quick, people that probably shouldn't be fasting is like pregnant women who are breastfeeding, aka like Lisa.
Yeah.
People who have health conditions, chronic health conditions, diabetes and stuff like that. And probably kids. Like it's not the time for that.
Yeah.
But anybody short of that, or you don't need to consult with your doctor or whatever, you should be fasting.
Yeah.
But that's just food. I feel like you can fast from other stuff too.
Oh yeah, I've definitely fasted from a lot of stuff.
And I think like this coming up year for me, man, like I'm gonna start fasting from certain things, from a lot of distractions, dog. There's so many distractions out there. Like everything is so distracting. Like I really had to step back and be like, dog, I'm distracted by a lot,
Right.
all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it's like sports, whether it's like music, whether it's like all this stuff is such a distraction, like all the time. I'm just like, dang, bro, like I need to be bored again.
Yeah, I was telling you off air about I was watching like this guy. He posted like his campaign for Modern Warfare or whatever, Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks so tight, and it just I was like, oh, I want to buy this. I gotta go get this or whatever. But then I was just like, bruh, this is only gonna distract you from whatever it is you're trying to do.
100.
So I was just like, just find the joy in watching this for like this little clip that you're watching, and then just
move on,
bro. Just don't fall into the trap of like feeling like you need another video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I currently, as of this episode, I'm of the mindset of I'm okay with certain distractions, right? I feel like certain distractions can be a relief. Like you're not trying to be in work mode 24/7 all the time. Like you need to just like, but it has to be controlled. The problem is there's so many distractions around us all the time, whether it be social media, whether it be your phone, devices, games, whatever. We're constantly entertained. And I'm just like, I remember some of my best ideas, some of my most creative moments came from boredom.
Yeah.
Straight up bored.
Yeah.
And I don't really have that much anymore, right? So I'm just kind of like, dang, bro.
My roommate, he literally cannot be without his phone. Like
That's a real addiction.
We'll watch like a TV show. Like on Sundays, there's a lot of great HBO shows, right? And he will literally be like on his phone just scrolling or whatever, and like something will happen, and I'll be like, oh damn, that was crazy. And he'll be like, oh what?
He's like, put your phone down or what?
Yeah, and I'm just like, bro, like how can you can't concentrate that way?
Yeah,
he's like, no, I know what's going on. It's like, bro, like you may hear like you hear certain like conversations, but you're not really digesting what they're talking about. So when things happen, you don't even know the significance of why she put the pickle jar over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know.
You didn't pick up
what
on
that means.
Dang. Yeah, it's tough, man. There's so many things out there, man. Like you just gotta fast from the bug, man.
Yeah.
You gotta fast from the bug.
One of the things that I'm starting to learn is like kind of to what you were talking about, like because you were talking about the frequencies and stuff and how that affects your body or whatever.
Yeah, real talk.
And I'm trying to, I think going into 2020, I'm going to fast from music that does nothing for my soul.
Ooh, boy.
Which is going to be really hard for me because I'm a big music listener and I listen to all types of music and I love music.
That's real.
But I just feel like if you're just talking about bitches and hoes and
don't nothing for you.
Yeah, doing nothing to feed me spiritually or mentally, then I have to let it go.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I'm not too mad at that. I might have to be on that kick with you. I've been a little bit more so, but
because one of the things that sparked me to even think about that was because we were kind of having a conversation off camera about fasting or whatever, and you were telling me about an experience that you had with God where you kind of like left everything like for a period of time. You just cut everything out, and then you really did feel connected to God.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna retell it so that people can hear. Okay, here's one of my biggest concerns though, and especially like with the church and all stuff. I ain't never want to be that dude that's that weirdo Jesus freak guy. I don't know, like that just was never cool to me.
Right.
And I don't mean cool by like social standards. I mean like for me, I define cool and however I want to, whatever. But I just feel like people who are OD on anything or get like out there.
Right.
I'm not that out there guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I had always been trying to like find a balance of like, all right, is there any way to like casually like kind of just like do this without being like this weirdo dude who's like, the earth, the sage, the stars, and like, picking up dirt and like, what's my thing? I digress for a second. I will say this before I say the story though. I'm starting to learn, dog, without being the crazy guy in the woods, there is something to a lot of this stuff that people think is just crazy.
Yeah.
There is something to stars and astrology. I don't know if it is.
I believe that.
I don't know if it is what everybody makes it out to be.
Yeah.
There's something to it.
No.
There is something to literally being spiritual. And if you were to ask me, in my belief, there is literally something to being connected and closer to God. So I kind of did like this little test into the story that you were talking about when I told you. I was feeling like, I don't remember how, I think I was just feeling like, you know, like, dang, bro, like, I just need to, like, I want to go all in and see if it's what's cracked out to be.
Yeah.
Because you hear people, God told me, and I'm just like, what do he sound like?
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, people always saying, the Lord told me, and I feel like, you know, and I believe it from some people.
Yeah.
And then I also believe some people have their own confirmation bias, or
Yeah.
they're just thinking that it's him
Yeah.
and it ain't him. And like, I take a grain of salt with a lot of stuff, but I'm like, I want to see if there's something to this. So let me just see if I just like cleanse myself of all the BS and the distraction. Let me see if I feel something.
Yeah.
So, and like I was telling B2, I was like, all right, I'm not about to listen to none of this ratchet stuff, because one, not even from a biblical standpoint, I do know that stuff affects you. Right? I told you about the study of plants that you do on like sound waves. Stuff affects you even if you're smart enough to not, like, I'm not gonna go shoot nobody just because Lil Jon and MJG are saying shoot the club up. Like, I'm not gonna do that, but it does something to your energy. It does something, like, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be listening to that kind of stuff anymore. I'm gonna read a little bit more. I'm gonna just try to be the best of whatever my interpretation was of a God-fearing guy, and just being positive, just, you know, being in the word. Not doing nothing that I should, not thinking nothing I shouldn't be thinking. Like, just I'm gonna go hard for, I don't even know if it was like a week or 2 weeks, whatever I did it for.
Yeah.
It might have been like a month or whatever. So I'm just go hard at it. When I tell you, that was probably like the happiest I ever felt, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm a happy person.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm always happy. But there was something you call placebo, confirmation bias, whatever it is. I don't really care. Whatever it was, I felt super connected. I felt like wherever I was driving, I had this like imagination visual of like this, like, I don't know if you call it like an aura, or like a bubble aura, stemming from me connecting to the sky somewhere, you know, and I'm just riding around. And one of the things that was just like really crazy to me was how positive I just felt about everything. Yeah. Just like, hey man, how you doing, brother? Yeah. What's up? Just happy. Not afraid of anything. Cause I felt like in this moment, in this time, if something were to happen to me, hey bro, I'm going to heaven. I'm right now. I don't got no you know, demons about it. No, like, oh shoot, like, I'm just like, man, I feel good, you know, I feel connected. I was getting blessed with stuff, like just stuff was working and moving, and I was just like, this must be what it is. And just for however long it was, like, I just felt great, and I always remember back to it. And then like it just kind of like slowly cascaded away. Like, I don't remember how it fizzled, but like maybe I listened to like a Kanye song or something. Like, I don't know, whatever. But like it fizzled a little bit, right? Where I wasn't going like that hard and that extreme, whatever. But I always kept feeling like, bro, I need to get back to that. Like,
you know what's so crazy about that story that I kind of think about is just like you experienced like your happiest points in life, but somehow, like, whether it be like your society that you were in or your environment that you were in, whatever was happening in your life, something like just pulled you away from that. It's like just slowly, right? Like enough for you probably didn't even realize you were being pulled away from it. You know what I'm saying? And I think when people talk about like the devil in a sense or whatever, or that's the devil, I think it's something like more like that, where like even if you like do get to that point where like I'm connected to God, it's like this negative energy that like doesn't want you to have that, so it's like slow, like unrecognizably pulling you away.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like even when you talk about science, right, things go from order to disorder. Like, literally nothing goes from just chaos and then it's complex. Right. And I think that is what, when you talk about like we're living in sin or like we're living in this world or whatever, you have to constantly wash yourself. You have to constantly either be in your word, you have to constantly practice whatever it is that you're trying to do. You got to consciously do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just gonna drift back to disorder.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how it happens. Now, there's different degrees. It wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a go. Like now, I'm going to strip club and doing crazy stuff. You know, whatever. I'm just saying, like, you have to work at it, and that is literally why it tells you, like, stay in the word.
Yeah.
Keep refreshing that stuff. Like, you can't stay clean without going to take a shower every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it just makes me feel like being happy and being connected to God is more so like a choice. It's more so like
100%.
just like a acceptance of what you're gonna do that day.
100%.
And you have to make that choice every single day.
All the time. You just make the choice not to do this, make the choice not to do that, or whatever. And at that point, for me, it was like a test. But for me, I wanted to get to a place where it's like second nature, right? My habits, that's why I'm saying, like, where you're finding your spirituality and like nature and God's beauty and all this stuff. What I'm fascinated and interested in right now is how his word and how everything aligns up realistically and scientifically. I know that everything isn't there, but I'm looking at the evidences, and that's helping me be like, yo, this stuff is laid out.
Yeah.
You know, like, the more you look, the more you will find.
Yeah.
Right. And just to know that certain scientists, Albert Einstein and others, like they find God. The more they look for it, the more they will find him. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of stuff, that's what's exciting me right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm at. It's just like, yo, but I have my own pitfalls, my own journeys, and my own like things that I work on and work with. But I just feel like I'm super thankful for like everything that I've got. Right. And in my personal beliefs, I feel like God's always been watching my back. And just like everybody else is like, yeah, God got me and all that stuff. But we don't ever do nothing really to reciprocate it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to grow and get better and just be and just walk straight and narrow, dog.
Yeah.
Cause like the path to wicked is many. The righteousness is like right down the line.
It's
You know
so
what I'm
easy
saying?
to be wicked.
Oh, easy.
I was because I meditate now, I'm more aware of my emotions, but like just driving to work sometimes every day, like somebody would do something that irritates me, and like it's so crazy how quick I can just like flip the switch and be like, you stupid MF, blah blah blah, and just like and then I have to like check like all that and you still like you're alive, you didn't nobody hit your car, like why are you getting this mad over something that like not even that big a deal? So yeah, I it's just a daily meditation on just like recognizing like all the evil and all the good in the world, and like just like deciding to, you know, go with the good energy.
Yeah, dog. Just even on just a regular level, like just being a more complete, better person, more diligent, you know, a better father, a better husband, you know, better at everything I do, whatever. Like that's kind of been my mode. It's just been like maximize what you can do here. Yeah, you literally have one life to live. Yeah, like, just maximize this. Like we spend so much time doing crap that don't matter. Yeah. Like, all right, I'm gonna try to do something that actually like matters, but it's got to start with me first. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's really just what I've been on. Like anything you do it good, make better connections with people. You know, just more love, more life, man. Yeah, positive everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But that takes work. Some people, some people try to pull you back. Yeah, try to pull you back in.
Oh, there would definitely be people that try to pull you back, especially if things are going super right,
really well.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's a crazy journey, but I enjoy every minute of it, dog. Like, so I'm just thankful for everything, man. I'm thankful for my little son, thankful for my daughter, thankful for just being blessed.
Yeah, man. I'm thankful for my parents, my sister, my amazing girlfriend. I'm thankful for just the family that I have, my second family out here in California, like you and Lisa specifically. Yeah.
This podcast.
This podcast.
I like this podcast. Yeah. Even if we only had 2 viewers.
We appreciate those 2
therapeutic.
viewers. Yeah.
It's pretty dope. But yeah, man. It's pretty much what we're on right now.
Yeah. On these positive vibes going into Thanksgiving.
Positive vibes.
And we want to, one thing that I definitely do want to do more of, especially going into the next year, is just send out more positive vibes. And because a lot of times I'll experience things and I will be like, wow, that was really great, and just be kind of afraid or feel like nobody really cares about what I feel, and if I like give it to the world or whatever. But I'm starting to like be like, even if nobody listens to it, I just need to give it out,
put it out,
share it.
Yeah, real talk.
So I definitely want to do more podcasts like this, so we're just on our positive tip, and we're, dropping knowledge on these
bombs
on these listeners.
So it's like, if you heard nothing, make sure you fast. It is the most basic thing you should be doing to prolong your life.
Yeah.
Real talk. Look into it. Just do it.
When you're making your list for what you're going to accomplish that's not accomplished in 2020.
Make fasting one of them.
Make fasting one of the things that you actually do.
You should try 24 hours, bro.
Yeah.
You should try it like once. And it's just a good thing to stop being so addicted to things. It's like the first thing that you could do to like really make yourself be like, you know what? I can put my mind to something and do it. You're not going to die.
I'm going to try it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on Sunday.
It's fast. Whole day. And I'll give you a tip. The best thing to do is to start as early as you can the previous day, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So if you're like, Sunday, I'm going to fast. Mm. If you stopped at like Saturday at like 5 o'clock, by Sunday at 5 o'clock, you've done your 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's including your sleep time. That's including everything. So like you've given yourself.
I did my time.
Yeah, you did your time.
I can eat dinner.
Yeah. You're like, I gotta go eat dinner now. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
As opposed to if you start at like 10 at night, you gotta go.
Then it's just
you're gonna go longer than 24. You know what I'm saying? Which could also be better. But so that's just my tip, bro. So there's got to be something, and even if you don't believe it, there's got to be something like every prominent religion and culture does it. But also, but to that fasting tip, I definitely want to, like, biblically, fasting is always associated with prayer. So like fasting and praying and all that stuff. Like I'm going to try to work my way to it, because the interesting thing is, the theme that I always see is like, it gets you closer to God, or it gets you closer to hearing God's message and all that stuff or whatever. And I want to know what that sounds like.
Yeah.
You know
so do I.
And that's that. Like, I just want to know, because honestly, I'm really inquisitive about, like, okay, I don't believe that it's hocus pocus, but I want to know, like, what are people talking about when they be like, I heard God? I want to know. All right, so you want me to fast? All right, I'm gonna fast. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna do all the stuff I'm supposed to do, because I want to see. I'm the type of person, like, if I had an experience, that's all I'm done. It's a wrap. If I heard God be like, yo, what's cracking? I'm done.
If God said, yo, what's cracking?
If I heard the voice of many waters in my ear talking about what's cracking, I'm like, done. That's the only convincing I needed, right? Yeah. Not even that I need much. Oh, bro.
What's popping today?
Hey, so where you at? I'm in church.
Right.
I'm living in church right now. This place, like, bruh.
Well, they do say that God speaks how you speak.
Oh, is that what they say?
I mean, yeah, people, because everybody assumes that, like, God is this, you have to talk to him in a certain way when you pray or whatever. But they say, like, the way where you're at, that's where God will meet you, basically, is what. Yeah.
I mean, it's just something that I'm interested in. I want to try it out. I want to check it out. I want to see what it's all about. You know, people have been doing it for a long time. Must be up to something. You know, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check it out. It's the worst thing that can happen is I get closer and more righteous.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's just what I'm on right now.
Hey man, I support it. I'm on that path with you, my brother.
You heard me. So yeah, people, that's kind of just how we feeling.
Yeah, man.
And I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, enjoys your loved ones. And this is the last thing I have to say is, for whatever reason, I've been into giving people their roses while they're still alive. So I have probably been hitting up some people who felt like they got a random message from me. It's just like, hey man, I see you. You doing good. Yeah. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, whatever. Yeah. Like, I just want to let you know, because I just feel like people pass away and all stuff. You're like, oh, I should have, like, So I don't want to ever feel that way. I just giving people their roses while they still here.
Speaking of that, this would be the last thing I say, actually. But I was talking to, we have a mutual friend, Finger.
Okay.
And I reached out to her because she, posted something kind of displaying she was a little sad or whatever.
Oh, word.
So I just want to shout her out and give her some love. So Finger, if you hear this, we love you.
love you.
All of the Bro Amigos, we love you. Whatever
Yes.
you're going through, just know that you're loved and you can come to us at any time.
Anytime. That's Miss Finger. She the OG supporter right there. Since day one. A1 since day one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the real homie right there.
So yeah.
She
That's all I
know.
got.
She know. She knew that already though.
She did.
That's it, man. This was cool.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Let us know if you like this one. We went like kind of more a different route, but I think it was good for us at least.
It was good for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all. It was good for me.
So hopefully you guys liked it, and it really helps us to continue to do this podcast if you comment on all of our things that we post, and let us know that.
For me, honestly, just feedback in general. Period.
Yeah.
You could trash it. You could be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
that was garbage. I need you to do this, whatever." Like, honestly, just feedback is great. We love it. We're shaping and molding the show too a little bit differently. So, be expecting some different things here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And some of the same things, some different things.
But I think we've kind of got a formula that we're trying to work out or whatever a little bit. So
Yes.
you'll
But
keep
anyways,
getting different episodes, but kind of similar episodes. At the
I
same
feel like
time.
soon they're gonna
Yeah.
start being more
Yeah.
in line.
Yeah.
Right. But that's all comes with the process.
Yeah.
Transparency in the process. And that's where we're at. Wait, is this episode 30?
This is episode
Oh snap! This is episode 30.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have done something big for that.
Yeah.
It just kind of snuck up.
Yeah. B isn't here, so we kind of.
That's true. Maybe we'll do 31 because we're all 31. So 31 will be the big episode. Or something.
Or maybe we do the big episode on 33 because that's when Jesus,
When he died?
yeah, and he died for our sins.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
It was significant.
It's a lot of significance there. Okay. We'll see. But anyways, we love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. This has been another episode of The Bro Amigo. You're supposed to do that with me.
Okay.
See, we're not connected yet,
Not
man.
yet, man.
Anyways, it's been another episode of The Bro Amigos. B2, you haven't know what time it is, bro?
It is time for a motherfucking freestyle, yo.
A really lovely freestyle.
Right, yeah.
That fits more than time. It's time for a really lovely freestyle.
Oh
y'all.
man, that means I can't cuss in this freestyle.
Oh yeah, if I play your freestyle that you did last week, boy.
Oh my goodness.
Play that beat. In honor of Brandon. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's go. DJ Mango.
Okay, DJ.
This is like Twizzy. Take him to church. Bro, you killing a sample.
I made it better.
Never would have made it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try really hard not to cuss on this. But y'all know how I do. But I'm not gonna cuss.
Here we go.
Try. Yeah. All
Yeah.
this God talk
Yeah.
got me feeling good. I can't complain.
Yeah.
I'm doing really, really good.
Really good.
I'm with
Yeah.
my brother Ace.
Hey.
We having fun, man.
Yeah.
We just talking our stuff. We getting good vibes, man.
Good
Yeah,
vibes.
we spreading them. Yeah, we giving them out.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanna see you happy.
Yeah.
And have no more doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah, we going in.
Going in.
Yeah, we shoot to win.
Shoot to win.
Yeah, this beat is so hard, I just won't go
You won't
and
go.
mess it up with
it
a
up.
cuss word,
Yeah.
cause it's too beautiful. So before I really mess it up, I'm gonna pass it to
Yeah.
my man Ace. Yeah,
Hey.
you know he's in this space.
Woo. In this space. Hopefully in God's grace.
Yeah,
Let you know. Be a reverend like Mace.
yeah, no,
Either way. Doing this thing. I just wanna get up on this track and sing. How
Yeah.
good, yeah, good. Yeah, he been so good to me. Ooh, we be too chilling. Woo. It be cold, it be chilly.
yeah,
I got bowls with my chili.
okay.
I let you know I'm really
What?
in this building.
Oh dang.
Spiritual talk. Hey, much different than spiritual walk. You might get shot. They gon' outline you in chalk.
Okay.
Shoot, well, where you gon' go? Some of y'all may not know.
No?
Some of y'all may be content. Living night like
Oh.
it's all good and I ain't judging.
Nope.
I ain't sitting here shoot.
Nah.
Shoot me, man. I ain't rushing. I'm chilling. I'm holding. Just posting. I'm just chilling. Just smacking. Yeah, okay. Are you there for me? Will you be there in the end?
Yeah.
Will I be there with my friends?
Yeah.
Will I tell them in the end? Like, yeah. If you're gonna bury me, is she gonna marry me?
Ooh.
Will you ever leave? I don't know. Beat 2.
Yeah.
Get back on the beat. Yeah. You gotta come harder. You gotta for your daughter. She ain't born yet, but she coming. She gon' see this. You'll be running.
Yeah.
After her, cause she gon' be sucking a thumb and
Yeah.
drumming.
When I show my daughter this podcast, I'ma show her this episode.
Only this one.
Only this one, cause this is the one I'm not cussing in. Cause it's golly, cause we flowing with that guy flow. Yeah. Jesus is king.
Jesus is king.
Jesus is king.
Yahweh. Yahweh.
It's the only thing Kanye got right. Jesus really is king.
If you want to come to the altar, collection plate, give me dough. I don't know, it's kinda shady. There's a little purpose, I don't know. Well, probably maybe. I'ma just say what I say when I do what I do all the time. Yeah. I just wanna do what I do. I don't wanna cuss when I'm doing all my rhymes. I got little kids looking up to me.
Yeah.
I got cousin looking up to me.
Yeah.
I got babies looking up to me.
Oh man.
I can't be out here looking scummy and bummy. I'm just telling you, shoot. I just gonna do what I gotta do according to the word. I don't wanna be a little freaking bird. I don't wanna be in a club like a perv. Ooh,
No.
family man.
Yeah.
Got my kids. Do what I do. My wife, my rib.
Whoa.
That is what has been ordained for me.
Yeah.
And shoot, other than loving God, everything been the same for me. I just
man.
Spit, spit, spit. Switch, switch, switch. Never would have made it. Never would have made it.
Never.
Sing it too.
Never.
DJ Mango.
Never.
Yep, time to stop that. You destroyed God's favor in just one bar.
I had to mess it up somehow.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of The Bramigos.
We love you. Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
That's what I'm talking about, cuz.
Really, nigga?
Oops. Cut it right before that. Peace.